Assalamu alaikum you guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new, karibu sana. My name is Sheba and I'm a third year clinical medicine undergraduate student. So this is going to be episode 2 bi'idhnillah of the good, the bad and the ugly, where my guest bi'idhnillah tabarak wa ta'ala, my guest is going to be SALMA JENEBY, Al-Fadila SALMA JENEBY inshallah, and our topic today is going to be school and mental health. So inshallah Salma is going to join me in a few and then we're going to switch over to Zoom. So inshallah, as usual, these meetings are going to be Zoom recorded and inshallah. So I really hope inshallah we are going to benefit from this, and I'm actually just waiting for Salma Hapa to log in, but inshallah I really hope you guys benefit from this video and you gain a lot from it. So I'll see you huko ndani. Hi, bismillah. So assalamu alaikum you guys. The people who are going to watch this video are seeing me actually for the second time right now. They have already seen me for the first time as I was trying to introduce the video, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, episode 2 with Salma Hamza Jenebi, Al-Fadila Salma Hamza Jenebi, inshallah. And today we are going to talk about mental health. And before we actually dive into the topic, I just wanted to remind the viewers that I have a newsletter. I have a weekly newsletter where I publish some of the life lessons, some of the inspiration, some of the lessons I get from reading books or just life in general that I come across, and it's published every Sunday with Lab Fadillah. And you can sign up to the newsletter by clicking the link in the description down below. So with all that aside, we are just going to head right into our conversation today, and to start it off, inshallah, Salma, Afwan, how does school come in a way to affect our mental health? Any school, where does school stand in terms of mental health, affecting it, maybe making it better? Where does school stand, in your own opinion, in your own words, Salma? What can you say about it?
So I think
Now,
school is actually it affects our mental health more on the negative side rather than the positive side.
I agree with
And
you.
this is mainly due to the workload, nothing else. Workload.
Uh-huh.
Because if we talk about the medical students as we are, our workload is too much and we have too little time. So the fact that you have to balance yourself, you need to have a social life, you need to have time to yourself, you need to do all that schoolwork that you're supposed to do. So the lack of balance, at the end, it makes you feel incompetent. It makes you feel as though you've not achieved your goals. So at the end of the day, your mental health declines as you move on. At the same time, school can be quite the place to develop your mental health. Now that is social wise, the right friends, the right people to talk to, how you associate yourself with people. So it does both, but more on the negative side. Yeah. So I feel like if we could learn to balance, or maybe I don't know, with the next generations, maybe the schools can learn to prioritize the workload. It will be a better plan. But so far, my experiences, school hasn't been the best mental wise. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I totally agree with you, Salma, on the workload. And for our viewers, sorry for not introducing Salma the appropriate way. Salma is also a medical student, actually a third year also medical student, and alhamdulillah, that is why I wanted Salma to be specifically here and nobody else. So I totally agree with you, Salma, and I really love the way you've put it, because you've actually not only mentioned the negative side, you've also give school, it's called mgama muue sijui na haki umpe, what's I've forgotten the saying, lakini you've actually it can act as the positive side, like school can be the place to heal, unaona. And as you are saying that, nimekumbuka at some point you crave school, you feel like you need to go back to school, not because of you enjoy the material, ama you enjoy studying for some reason or the other, but because you want to be with your friends, you want to be happy, you want to see your friends every day, you want to just hang around your friends, and that is a very good thing to our mental health, and yani yasaidia sana. So nimependa sana the way you've mentioned the both sides about school, eh? So on the workloads, nani Salma, just to expound a little bit on it. You've mentioned that there's a lot of workload and there's little time to sort of work on this workload, right?
Yes.
Sasa, like, is it the pressure of the time ama is it, yani wewe mwenyewe waonaje? Ni kwamba mwanafunzi mwenyewe yuakaa yuangoja ile kazi icompile ndo aione ni nyingi, ama ile kazi naturally ni nyingi for the students to, for it to actually affect the mental health? And yani kama ku dive deeper kidogo, wewe mwenyewe waona like how does this workload like step by step affect the mental health of the student? How?
Okay, it's a good thing you brought about mwanafunzi mwenyewe kuacha the workload accumulate. So there's both aspects. There's the aspect where you are a diligent student and the work doesn't bother you because you prioritize whatever you're supposed to do. And then kuna kina sisi we decide, nitasoma kesho yafika kesho. So once it's nearly exam time or once the work you're given is actually needed, ndo waanza kupanic. So that panic, the pressure of you doing the work in so little time, yakuletea sasa hiyo, you have starting having anxiety, because mental health is not just about depression. The fact that you're having anxiety attacks, that's a problem. OCD people, that's a problem. So wapata kina sisi at the end of the day tukifika karibu na exams, multiple times ninakwambia. So there's that panic. You get into panic mode. Because labda ukisoma a certain unit, you didn't prioritize it. Ama there's the point where a certain unit is allocated many topics, around 20 topics, and you have 3 months to finish. Those 3 months lecturers waja mara mbili. You have to read on your own. We know medical school, it's self-driven, yes, but you don't expect me to read physiology for the first time and understand it. I need someone to guide me through.
Exactly.
So ukipata now you have a lecturer hadi class, ama you have a lot of topics to do, hata kama mafanya na lecturer, the workload is too much because you don't just have one unit. Unfortunately, you're juggling 10 units in one semester, and all of them are important. So there's that aspect of the workload. And then there's the aspect, repetition, there's the aspect, supplementaries, there's the aspect, discontinuity. Here, you might be reading, wewe 24/7, wewe na kitabu. You don't have a social life, you're just reading. But ukishajua, if I fail 2 units, mimi nataka supplementary. Supplementary half area, I had in your case, it's around 10,000.
Yeah, it's 10,000. So
ours is just 800. So for you guys, it's a bigger problem. Waanza kufikiria, haya una supplementaries 5. Where are you getting 50,000 from? Mimi 4,000 nitaipata. So you see, all these like limitations, all these what will I say, like the policies we have, pia idea, because wewe umefanya labda maybe 10 exams, haya maskini umpata kihoma kidogo, kikakudistract kidogo tu, kifika kwa exam and left you. So you've done everything, but alhamdulillah undialiwa utafail. You know, there comes the policies that they put. So I feel like these people should actually also like reconsider their policies. And then when you mentioned the aspect, when I say the school can also be positive, because school is an escape. Kuna wengine you like, you don't get to go out, you don't get to experience intermingling with other communities. So uko narrow-minded, you're always there thinking, nkifanya hivi, nkifanya vile. So it kind of puts you down. Ndo pale wapata mtu atakwambia, mimi sijazoea kuinteract with the opposite sex. So ashazoea maisha yake yote, it's just being ladies. Akifika school, initially it affects them badly mentally. Atakuwa ogopa, at the back of the mind yajua the opposite sex is dangerous nini. So this person will actually have a decline in their mental health. But over time, akiwa nyumbani bado yafugwa, but yajua at the end of the day nikifika school, I'm opening my So you get to experience that it's an escape. Kuna
Yeah.
wengine they're suffering from depression, especially wakiwa nyumbani. Probably the life at home. Saa kija skuli, mi najua nikifika Nairobi, I can easily communicate with Sheba.
Yeah.
So at least there's that escape route. We're escaping from our problems back there. The school has a good counseling facility, the better.
Yeah.
Though so far I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I haven't
Then
seen that. There's been many cases za watu suicide, self-harm. Watasema, we'll start a club, but where is the club? What are we doing about it?
itakuwa tu zahma ile ya kuanzisha, like the initial psych kwamba we need to do this, we need to do that, unaona the initial psych, but then what actual thing are people doing? Like this come like an initiative. We are not flexing hapa on anything, but a conversation kama hii, like Salma, I know me na we, like for the viewers who actually don't know about us, we talk about these things somehow, like privately. Saa zingine Salma calls me, ama me calls Salma, ama we text, we talk about these issues about how school is affecting us and blah blah blah. Like in our real lives, do we even have people who talk about these things? Like people who yani wenye wanaona kwamba hii kitu ni kitu fatal, yani kitu kizito, and it needs someone to actually do something about it. Even the administrators, like you're like, no, these people are not even for our own interests. You get the types of policies, kama vile umesema policy kama hiyo ya, for example, the soups and whatever, like it's such like a hard policy. Ukiangalia, it's not only affecting mfuko wa mtu economy wise, but it's also like draining emotionally and like psychologically, mentally. Mtu yani utakuwa off the charts kabisa kabisa kabisa. Salma, mimi while I was thinking about this conversation we were going to have today, there's something like for the viewers, if you don't know, I told Salma prior this, and I told her not to do any research because I want I want the truth in her story. I want the truth in her own opinions. I didn't want her to sugarcoat it or cover it up with any sort of research on the internet or reading something somewhere. No. And what I was thinking is that if Salma is going to do the same, then I should probably do the same. So I was like trying to think about me, myself, and school, and I was like, all this trouble came from me. Actually, I was looking at this thing at a very bad perspective. I was tying my life, my entire value, my entire life to school. Like if I didn't do well in school, that was it. Like I wasn't someone outside school. So I came to realize that at some point, alhamdulillah, I had to change my perspective. Like something forced me. I reached rock bottom where I was like, I just sat down and I was like, no, this is not the way life is going to be. Because at that point, I was just, nilikuwa Salma, I was so low, like I literally cried. Nakumbuka tulikuwa hospital. You remember, Salma, we've had this conversation before you started your clinical rotations. We've had this conversation, if you clearly remember, when I told you I hit my rock bottom where I was just broken down. Yani kabisa kabisa kabisa, nilikuwa crushed. And the reason was because I attached so much value. Okay, we are not degrading the value that school has in our lives. You're not degrading the value that education has on our lives. Lakini the value that we attach to something like a test score, the value we attach to something as a grade, the value we attach to something kama cut results, that is like, it's so, yani ni kitu cha kushtua, because at the end of the day, it's not only making us like have those anxiety attacks, panic attacks, but what does it say to us? That our lives are just school? Ama, what do you think, Sam? So nilipokuwa I was thinking about this conversation, I was really thinking about this issue about meaning and what we attach. Yani the word meaning, what is meaningful in our lives? You get, for someone to, I don't know, this is my own personal and judgmental point of view, that for someone to actually have those anxiety attacks, it must come from a place where school is highly valued. That test score is really really highly valued. Like tumeattach kwamba mtu, if you are a bad student wewe si mtu mzuri, if you are a good student then you are everybody's favorite. Na Salma, in your own, I don't know if you share the same opinion with me on this. Again, where do you think this sort of pressure is coming from? Is it sisi wenyewe tunaona kwamba that is the way to go, ama ni societal pressure back nyumbani and people need to change these perspectives, ama ni wazazi, ama ni our own peers? Where do you think the loophole exists, Salma? And what's your opinion about this issue about meaning?
Okay,
Naam.
before I get into my opinion, I'll give
Naam.
two of my own experiences.
Naam.
So, Sheba, before I knew I was going to do clinical medicine,
Naam.
we've been in school, Sheikh Khalifa, and we all know how you are expected with a whole token A.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Uh-huh.
I remember when I was in Form 4,
Naam.
because this conversation doesn't just apply to us high school, university students. So,
Naam.
when I was in Form 4, I used to stay in Majengo.
Naam.
Alafu, I remember I'm not the person to read continuously.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just sit at Inisome 7 to 7. I can't. So I sit down, I read when it's convenient for me,
Mm-hmm.
or I'll read the distraction,
Mm-hmm.
and Alhamdulillah, it's been working for me.
Naam.
So I remember the person I was staying with, akaenda akalalamika nyumbani.
Mm-hmm.
Huyu hasomi hatopita. So I was wondering,
Mm-hmm.
I know my potential, I know what I can do,
Mm-hmm.
and I know whatever I'm doing right now will give me whatever I want.
Yeah.
And kama results nikaambiwa, rather nilisutwa,
Mm-hmm.
hukusoma, that's why you didn't get the grade.
Uh-huh.
So ikafika, now I knew I was not going to do a medical course because I wanted MBCHP. And I was crushed. Sasa nitafanya nini mimi? I decided to stick on teaching. Kasema kama ni kheri yangu, then so be it. But alhamdulillah, I came across clinical medicine because I had never heard of this course. Came across it. Kasa kukawa na there was this there was a tug of war. Half of my family wanted me to do MBCHB, regardless of the cost and everything. Then kuna mimi and my siblings ambao tushakubali I'll do clinical medicine. I had researched about it, I was good with it. So now that tug of war, fanya hivi, usifanye hii haina pesa, haina nini. I remember the last time I went to the hospital, nikamwelezea the doctor what I'm feeling. The doctor was just like, do you have anything troubling you? Nikamwambia no. Akaniambia you have symptoms of getting panic attacks. And what's the cause? So I explained to this guy. Now he's a family doctor, so he knows our family. So I explained to him, and he was telling me, why are they pressuring you? So from that perspective, it stems from our society. It stems from the people around us. They want good for you, but they don't know what is good for you. Baki ukisikiza, mamangu ananiambia nifanye hii itaniletea pesa. Is that your passion? Si mamako atasoma, si yule mwalimu aliyokufundisha atasoma, it's you. So there was that. And the other aspect, now it comes sasa kwa the cuts. Sheba, if you know how units ni ngumu, you know sometimes getting a 0.5 is actually quite a feat you've achieved, because kuna mtu pale nyuma ana negative.
It's impressive. Like you're like
impressive.
Yeah,
I know. So first supplementary, I remember feeling I'm not one to value myself with school. Like, 0.5 najaribu hii cut sikufanya, inshallah mwalimu atanipa cut, nitafanya makeup, I will do it. So I don't value myself with school, alhamdulillah. But I remember that supplementary, and imagine Sheba, all my friends, like my squad, wote wamepita. So everyone is on the pass list except for me. These people didn't judge me or anything, but there was that feeling, mjinga. For the last year, December to January, to the day we did the supplementary, I was just having that at the back of my mind. How are these people taking me? Waniona mimi mjinga, mwanzo hii unit si ya kufeli. So it's, if you value yourself with school, or you value yourself with how people see your academic fit, you'll always end up getting disappointed. You'll always end up getting depressed, utakuwa every time your self-esteem is low. Because sasa mwanzo Sheba wafanya medical course. Sheba, you're a clinical officer. We don't expect any less from you.
Yeah.
Elementary. And you know the way our families think medics are these people.
Yeah, we are the perfect and the ideal type of people in the group, eh? We are the people who don't make mistakes. We are the people who don't fail, who don't fleet.
Daktari Sheba, Dr. Sheba, Dr. Salma. Knows that. Sasa wapata, if you're the person to value yourself with that, utakuwa sikupitisha cut marks. Haya, your self-esteem has gone low. And if your self-esteem goes low, your productivity goes low.
Yeah.
Because now, Salma nishafeli physiology. I will always have that notion, mimi I'm not good in physiology. Mimi physiology si yangu. So hata kama I have the potential, I won't do well. So school, my value ilini affect mimi nikaji affect productivity yangu. So you get, I don't know whether you're getting my point, but that's how it is.
Yeah.
Then there's no workload. Sheba, have I ever told you I wanted to what's that thing called? The one you take time off.
To defer.
Yes. I wanted to defer. I was waiting to do my exams March 2019. Then after March 2019, hopefully this video doesn't come across my family because no one knows, but ilikuwa nishaamua naenda kusema nyumbani tosha sasa. I need time off. I need to sit with myself and reevaluate. Because imagine paka my roommates used to notice me. I never used to go to class. Like nitakwenda class, one class in a day. I'll go to class once a week. Na si ati mgonjwa ni nini, I just don't have the motivation to do so.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was still a first year, but I felt like that workload, yani wame to squeeze.
Yeah.
Mpaka I felt I'm drained. But alhamdulillah, COVID happened. We went on that long holiday, and I happened to reevaluate myself.
Alhamdulillah.
Because I decided I'm going home for this period from March till infinity, but I'm not going to do anything related to my cause. I'm going to sit. I'm going to enjoy myself.
You're going to make dalgona coffee.
Yes. So I was going to reevaluate myself, and see, do I really want to continue with this? Or do I want to take something that is easier? Because no course is easy. So there are what are busy sometimes, so there are what are development studies, but they have their own issues.
Yeah.
Sisi medicine.
Yeah.
But everyone has their own issues. So I think if you don't manage your workload, if you don't manage yourself, if you don't know how to, how do I put this? You don't know how to encourage yourself after a fail. You don't know how to encourage yourself after a slip up. Definitely, school is going to be your worst nightmare. And it's unfortunate. In university, I've had that was my first time hearing of suicide cases. And ukiuliza, kwa nini alikuwa na supplementary? Kwa nini he failed his exam? So if you don't encourage yourself afterwards, what do you do when you've failed? Do you sit back and think about what you're going to do better? Ama do you just wallow in self-pity? Because now if you decide to just nishafeli basi mimi ndio hivyo. Ukiweka kwa akili, it's going to eat you up. And eventually, ukutaka kujiua kwa maskini, yani hivyo, it happens.
Yeah.
And when you talked about the way you broke down when you're in hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't come at me for this, but I feel like if you don't get emotionally attached to what you're doing, it won't affect you negatively. Because I feel like, yes, we're helping people out there. We're the ones giving people hope. But ukijiingiza sana kwa the story of the patient, if you attach yourself to this person, at the end of the day, if you them, it's going to affect you. It will eat you up. It won't be your power, but it will still eat you up.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, be good for your patients and everything. But at the same time, kind of distance yourself from the clinicals. Fanya procedure, even if you're doing it robotically, the better. Haita affect ile sana to the point of, it's unfortunate for the doctor who killed herself recently because she lost 3 babies in a day. Imagine if she had worked if she had worked for a long while, how many deaths could she have seen? How many deaths are we going to see in our lifetime as medics? So we need a way to let out the emotions. We need a way to utasikia daktari afai kulia ukimaliza patient wako. What? You know what? Enda ile break room. Cry your eyes out. Cry, scream, take a breath. But don't just I lost 2 patients. Uitie moyoni. It will always haunt you. So I feel like we need to have ways to channel our energy here.
Yeah, and then Nam.
No, like I can talk to you about whatever I'll be going through in the hospital, but there's someone else who doesn't have a way to talk to someone, who doesn't have a way to explain themselves.
Yeah.
So we need to always check up on each other. We need to hata sipitali, if we can, kama kuna suggestion boxes, they say that sana ni wale guidance and counselors.
Yeah. What's a social work?
Tusiogope madaktari, the interns, the doctors. Ukiona umezidiwa, nenda kwa consultant, mwambie, Dr. so and so, today I feel this and this. These people do psychiatry. It's unfortunate clinical medicine you don't do. I don't think, do you guys have psychiatry as a unit?
No?
You have psychiatry as a unit?
Psychiatry as a unit, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but we do that in 4th year, inshallah.
Oh. So hopefully at least tukifanya hiyo pia we'll learn how to take care of
inshallah, yeah, probably. Salma, from the long nini you've had with us, thank you so much. There's one thing and 2 things in fact I've picked out, and they're so real. One of them is listening to ourselves, like drawing back from the story you had between the tug of war between MBCHB and clinical medicine. Nobody gave you a chance. Let's put it at that for now, to ask you, like, wewe mwenyewe Salma, what do you want to do? How are you feeling about this? I'm quite sure that area missed out in the tug of war. You are just being pulled huku na huku, assuming that was the case. And this happens to many of us in terms of the societal pressure that actually is put on students. Like, hakuna mtu atakuliza, how are you doing? It's so ironic to a point kwamba mimi I will blame parents. I will blame parents for all I care, like, because you can't be asking for a report at the end of the term, at the end of the semester, wakati hujui hata huyu mtoto. Imagine I'm so angry right now, like, hujui huyu mtoto mid of the semester alikuwa yuendeleaje, hujui huyu mtoto alikuwa yuwasikiaje. You don't sit down and listen to them. You don't sit down and hear their stories. You just want to see an A, B. You want to see, when you see a C or you see a supplementary, you're like, what is this? Yes, that is a supplementary. But do you know the story behind that? So, like, you're listening, sisi wenyewe, okay, the society is already like that, but we need to take the initiative, sisi wenyewe, to speak up for ourselves and tell our stories. Find the right person. Mzazi si wa kukulipia fees peke yake. Mzazi suppose the society, acha tutoe picture ya mzazi, tuweke the society as a life. It's supposed to be wewe kama mtu, okay, I'm running in between places kidogo, but I'll join the dots inshallah together. Wewe huwezi kuniona mimi nafanya jambo baya katika society. Umeniona pengine, for example, kama msichana, for example, umemwona amevaa vibaya, ukaanza kumlaumu ho nini. But then when it comes to things like mental health, you're not participating in. Although your point imeruka venye nilikuwa nataka kuisema, but what I was trying to say is get me back where I was. Nilikuwa nasema kuhusu wazazi. Naam,
most of wazazi, they don't care about how you are mid-semester, but at the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah. Like the society, leave alone parents. Like the society is supposed to be there as a support system, not a judgmental system. Unaona? Yes, me, I'm okay if you judge me by my grades. If you cared enough to ask me in the middle of the semester or before the exams how I was feeling. Because at a point that is going to really, really affect my grade and how I'm going to perform overall in that exam. So thank you so much Salma for sharing that. Like we need to listen to ourselves, tujue sisi wenyewe wataka nini, and since the society is already primed to judge us, since the society is already primed to expect from a student excelling results, then we need to have, like sisi wenyewe we need to speak up. Uende kwa mzazi, si kumwambia mzazi kila siku mimi nataka pesa. No, wamwambia mzazi pia, like listen baba, listen mama, mimi ama listen khali, auntie, nani nani, mimi I'm not in a good mental space, I am not feeling this, I'm feeling that, I'm feeling that. You need to speak up so that mtu baadaye akiona results si nzuri, because of the value they attach to that result, wajue kwamba this is not the whole picture, this is not the whole story for this student. Kuna kitu ilifanyika and they need to understand that. So sisi wenyewe, since the society, I'm repeating this, has been primed to judge us, we need, the society has been primed not to ask students what they're feeling. We need to speak out more. And then the other thing Salma you've mentioned is kujiingiza mzima mzima into the things that we are doing, right? So alhamdulillah, I have a mentor, alhamdulillah, and for privacy reasons, I'll just keep her name enclosed, inshallah. I won't say it. But alhamdulillah, like what I can passively learn from her and actively learn is she learns to draw lines. Like she tells me, Sheba, there is time for work, there is time for my family, there is time for going out, there is time for having fun. Unaona, she makes the time. Yes, she is a consultant. Yes, she is a mother. Yes, she is a wife. Yes, she is a human being who requires some time off, but she makes the time to actually serve all these human beings that she is. Unaona? And
yeah,
that is one thing, like mashallah you've said, and I can just further insist kwamba we need to draw the lines. Wewe huwezi kujibeba kama CEO, huwezi kujibeba kama student, asubuhi, mchana, jioni, saa 10, saa ngapi, toka ulipozaliwa wewe mwanafunzi basi tukuhesabu toka mwanafunzi. No, you need to give yourself a break. You're not going to become a student for the rest of your life. You're not going to become a clinician for the rest of your life. You need to have that break kwamba this is where you draw a line. Like you tell yourself, mimi baada shift, alhamdulillah, tushafanya kazi, alhamdulillah, then I have to focus on something else. Like I have to redirect my energy somewhere else, because 24/7 thinking about one single thing, thinking about school, umekaa tu wewe kila saa uko hivi tu, kila saa wafikiria grade tu, mimi nitafeli, you're just setting yourself up for failure. But then you choose to involve that energy and do something else, draw a line, wajiambia mimi kifika saa 2 nafunga vitabu, tosha sasa, tosha kabisa, I'm doing something else. I guess that is one step we can take further to better our mental health. And so Selma, alhamdulillah, we've really exhausted on that. So I want us also to talk about like what are some of the things. Tutajuaje you are not mentally okay? Tutajuaje you are not feeling nice? Tutajuaje you are not in the right mental space? Tutajuaje, like what are the things to look after? What are the things to look out for in terms of mental health?
okay. So
Naam,
personal experiences again.
naam.
There is that aspect, you don't feel like doing anything.
I don't feel like
We
doing
read
anything.
journals that a sign of declining your mental health is you don't feel like getting out of bed. But there's the aspect of reading about it and there's aspect of actually feeling it. Waamka asubuhi, you've woken up at 5. You're just there. You
Mm.
want to go to class, yes, but you just feel like naikae.
So Selma, we were talking about the signs that we can know that we are not in a good mental space, the signs that we can rely upon to sort of signal that everything is not okay in our space up here.
Yeah.
And you've started by saying about the feeling of not wanting to get out of bed for just no other reason, like evil too. Nah, bismillah.
Yes. In a minute. Now,
No.
okay, it's not just not getting out of bed, it's
Mm.
just lacking the energy to
Mm.
do anything.
No.
You just find yourself you're being slouchy, any wafeel, ushasikia ile najisikia mwili si wangu. So
Mm.
you just there.
Yeah.
Yes. You can't really explain the feeling because it's
Mm.
just a matter of it's like you're watching your body from somewhere else. Hata sijui nitaeleza vipi, but you don't want to do anything.
Mm.
And then also your study patterns can change.
Mm-hmm.
Uweza kuwa wewe wajijua, mi naweza soma usiku,
Mm.
lakini anytime you sit and study you don't feel like it, ama wasoma haziingii,
Mm-hmm.
wasoma you find yourself repeating the same page over three times
Mm-hmm.
maybe, ama wasoma katikati you don't remember what you've read up uko juu, so your mind
Yeah.
is not there.
Mm.
And then also zapata mtu probably someone who has been active in class all of a sudden tu huyo anyamaza.
Mm.
Kama sasa mimi na kerere yangu na kelele zangu, then all of a sudden one day niende class sizungumzi,
Mm.
nazoeleka kukaa mbele, hiyo siku nakwenda kukaa nyuma. I'm not talking to anyone, I'm not
Mm.
attentive in class, I dream a lot, I
Mm.
don't even I don't indulge myself in answering questions. So
Mm.
kuna hizo, you're not yourself, basically you're not yourself, like a shadow of you.
Mm.
Ama pia kuna wale tu utawaona
Mm-hmm.
mara utamwona labda yualia ovyo, ama utamwona mtu
Mm.
if you're doing something they've never done, so waweza kumwona mtu anaweza kwenda maklabu, ama someone just starts drinking out of the blues.
Mm.
So you ask yourself, haya mimi muoneshe balo, anaambia mimi nenda rev.
Na.
From when? Since when? Kutoka wapi sheba? You get?
Mm.
They'll just start doing weird things, or labda mtu ushazoea after class uenda gym nini,
Yeah.
akwambia tu sijisikii tena. So whatever they love doing wataacha, because they know themselves, they don't find the excitement, they don't find the pull to do what they usually do.
Yeah.
So
So.
ukianza kuona mwenzako amenyamaza hivi,
Mm.
it's just a red flag
Mm.
hivyo,
So.
ama mtu apotee tu.
Mm. It's actually like in general what I'm getting is
Yeah.
is a fluctuation from the normal, right? Like if a
Yeah.
person is yani kama mtu for example you've talked about kuwa like outspoken nini kwa kiherehere.
Mhm.
Kiherehere in quotes.
Mhm.
But then kuna hawa watu wenye pia sometimes like wako kimya, then all of a sudden someone is like, what's wrong with this person? Most probably there's something they're trying to get their minds off, kwa sababu akikaa
Yeah.
chini kama kawaida yake, akikaa akifikiria yale mambo yani like kama kawaida yake, things will start to become overwhelming. And in general what I can say is like you've mentioned alhamdulillah kathir yani
No.
from the signs yani that someone can see and get note of. And yeah, so hey, Salma, like me, I'm trying to think of something that got me. For me, it's mimi. I get dhiki ya moyo. Like I feel like moyo wangu hauko sawa, nasikia ule uchungu kabisa, like uchungu, and this is when I know something is not okay, something is definitely not okay. Nasikia ule uchungu kabisa kabisa kabisa, mpaka saa zingine husikia mpaka kulia, and I'm like something is not okay. So once I was talking to one of my friends hapa, she's behind my laptop, you can't see her, but she told me like, Sheba, you need also to talk about like people need to like ask, you need to ask, and you need to notice like people having these weird changes, people having these weird fluctuations zenye zina happen all of a sudden, and we really need to take notice. So Salma, me, I have a question, and nimemuuliza pia rafiki yangu Sara, nimemuuliza the same question. Whose responsibility is it to take note of these changes? What do you think? I was sort of arguing with Sarah here. She's saying that it's the friends who need to see that, it's the friends, it's the people around who need to see that. But ile ukweli, wewe Salma, on your own opinion, what do you think, whose responsibility is it for taking note of these changes? Ni kazi ya nani? Is it my own personal work? Is it somebody else needs to notice? Are you doing it for somebody else to notice? Ama ni wewe, you need to take note of those changes that are happening.
Okay, sorry.
Naam, haina neno, nimeona.
Yeah, phone call coming here.
Naam.
So we can just continue.
Oh, so you were not hearing me, Ama?
No, I was not hearing you. A lecturer had called, so you were muted.
Oh, so I was telling you, like, one of my friends is behind my laptop
No.
right now, but she was telling me during the break we had that the friends need to notice this, the people around you need to notice these fluctuations. We need to see the fluctuations, we need to notice, we need to take notes on them. But then the real question I asked her, and we were sort of arguing that whose responsibility is it to take note of these changes? Ni kazi yangu mimi ambaye I'm going through the difficult and the difficulty and the fluctuations, ama ni kazi ya mtu mwingine to take note of whatever I'm going through? Whose job do you think it is?
Okay, I feel like it's both our job. Mimi as the victim and you as the person who's always around me. Because sometimes with victims, yes, you are they undergoing something, but kuna wengine they won't, sitasema hamnazo, but they probably won't even notice that there's something wrong with them. Yeah, atasema stress nini. But if we as the people surrounding each other learn to know the signs of decline in mental health, the signs of depression, the signs of anxiety attack, if we learn to know them, if we learn to identify them, we can even identify a person who's having an anxiety attack without them knowing that they're having an anxiety attack. So I feel like it's both our responsibilities. Sisi wenyewe, we need to go sit down, we read, we learn, tuangalie videos, we make ourselves enlightened on these issues, so that zikitufikia, I will know, leo, I know I'm feeling low, I know I'm on the verge of a breakdown. Na wewe as my friend, pia if you're learned enough, utajua ukimwona Salma leo yuko hivi, just a slight change in her behavior or my mood, utakuja utaniuliza, what's wrong, are you okay? So if I'm okay, we'll just assume it's something else. But if you ask me that and I have something wrong, it will prompt me maybe to tell you. But unfortunately for most people, they don't tell you, they shut down, or they just play it off as something else. So kuna hiyo pia, the victim will play it down.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Salma, for that. In case we've left out anything about the signs or things to look out, inshallah, make sure for the viewers to comment down below. Na sisi wenyewe tukikumbuka, we'll put the comments down below. There's no limit to the amount of comments we can have, so throw them down there. Comment anything you want to comment about mental health, and inshallah, we'll keep on talking. And if anything that requires Salma's opinion about, if anyone requires Salma to answer a question, if you comment the question saying that you want Salma to answer it, then I'll make sure the answer is gotten from Salma. So on that note, Salma, what can we do? What can we do to improve our mental health? Once we realize we're in that flank, once we realize we are in that rabbit hole, once we realize we are in that, kwenye hilo shimo tushaingia sasa, what ways can we use to get ourselves out? What ways can we use to improve our mental health spaces?
Okay, many people might
Naam?
argue with this, but I'll say, once you see yourself you're not okay, you feel like mimi hapa hapana, nimefika mwisho, just take a break. Uko for whatever course you're doing, uko form 1, uko form 4, uko karibu na KCSE, because at the end of it, if you decide to go on, nothing good is going to come out of it. So
Salma,
we should learn to take breaks now.
Kidogo tu nikusumbue kidogo. The break, I want to I don't know, debunk a myth that people have a break can literally be just half a day.
Yes.
A break can literally be the afternoon. A break can literally be a day. It does. People think wanakasa kama huyo mtu ambaye probably like maybe they're about to do their KCSEs and they're watching this video and they're like, Salma is talking about a break, like break for who? Like I'm going to do my no. The break we are talking about is just hey maybe just take the Sunday day off and don't think about anything else. Don't think about whatever is stressing you. Ama do something about it. Go have a friend. And Salman, I know you're going to talk about this, but go talk to someone. What I'm trying to say is like si lazima iwe the big a whole semester wewe umechukua break. No, it doesn't if it goes down to that, then that's okay. But if it's kama ni siku tu, it's totally fine. If it's half a day, it's totally fine, as long as you take that break. Kama utafanya after wewe wajua kila Sunday mimi siku yangu ya break, then that's okay. Yalla Salma, pole kwa kuku interrupts, but
No, it's okay.
no.
Yeah, exactly what Sheba said.
No.
You don't have to take a break. You don't have to take a long break. I'm going to defer. Because if you time a deferment, that means your case is now serious.
Exactly.
But kama ushajiona, I have these symptoms, basi wasoma, funga vitabu, go for a walk. Funga vitabu, watch a movie. Decide, Sunday, I'm going to binge watch all the Netflix movies I had put on pause. Just take time off to avoid pondering over whatever is disturbing you. Kama ni rafiki ndo yakuletea stress, cut off that friend. Ama mwambie tu, angalia, we are supposed to hang out tomorrow. Let us not. I need this time for myself. So a break doesn't mean just from studies. Take a break from whatever is giving you issues. Kama waona mimi nikipiga simu nyumbani wao ndo wanitia stress, take a break from calling home. Ama waona nina stress nyingi, kimbia kwa mamako, piga simu. Cry to your mom. Cry to whoever is close to you at home. When I joined university, nilikuwa naitwa mimi cry baby because I called my mom every single day and I still do. Sheba, yesterday you were calling me, kakwambia nini? I was talking to my mom. I still do talk to my mom. I tell her everything that happened during my day so that I have someone I can talk to. Kama kuna kitu yanisumbua nitamwambia, she'll help me out. Ama ataniambia, tawakal, like she'll just give you that motivation. So take a break from whatever is from that monster that is eating you up. Also, weza kuamua, you say talk to a friend, not just any friend. Talk to a trusted friend. Because if you talk to any friend, this person might be, itakuwa ni hasidi yako.
Exactly.
Hapo akuongezea uzidi. Ama it can be someone who doesn't even care. You take them as a friend, but they probably don't even care about you. So go talk to a trustable source, a reliable source that you know, nikimweleza huyu, this person will understand. This person will talk me through whatever I am undergoing.
Kidogo pia ni kuinterrupt kidogo hapo. How do you get to know this is a trusted friend? Perhaps all your friends treat you the same. Perhaps like for example, you just have a common ground with all your friends. How do you know, like, do you use your own instincts, or do you use prior events that have happened, or how do you get to know that this is a reliable friend, this is someone I can actually talk to?
Both of what you've said are acceptable. Eza kuwa you have a level ground with all your friends, but there's that one friend labda juzi ulipokwenda ulikuwa ukosa shilingi 10 akakupa. So this friend probably hata kama you are on level ground with them, but they seem more reliable than the others. Or there's never a time, unless labda sasa wewe ni mtu, you're just indifferent, I don't know, please watu wako watani correct, but there's always that one person in your group of friends that you're always close to. Yes. Kuna yule mmoja muligandana, you are two magnets, mulishikana hivyo, as much as maybe hamuzungumzi sana, but you know that feeling, huyu ni wangu. Also there's that instinct. Kuna vile ukimwangalia tu mtu you're like, huyu hapana. But there are those people who just draw you to them. So follow your instinct. Your gut feeling is always right. Again, past events, si ati rafiki yoyote umwende, mimi ni hivi na hivi. No. Or you feel like, I know someone, aliniambia, he was telling me, you don't have to talk to someone you know kama waogopa, because there's stigmatization, there's the embarrassment, there's hiyo hutaki mtu ajue, probably wako na wewe. Sasa kama vile mimi namuona Sheba yuwasoma, alafu Sheba nikujia niambie mimi nina fail ama mimi I feel this way, probably nitamwangalia in a different light. So if you don't want people to do that, this guy told me, create a pseudo account on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever social media you use, then just go to a random person, just go, whatever you want to say, uambie kila kitu.
That's a really brilliant idea. Like you just pick your identity somewhere, then you dump your
yes.
Yeah, that's really
it won't help. It won't help much, because you're not going to talk about your issues, but you've done the bare minimum. You've dumped out what you need.
And you can go and talk to anybody else, but then still there's this platform called BetterHelp, and I'm quite sure there are people out there struggling with mental health issues, and there are mental health pages on Instagram where you can just go and talk to someone. Like, they don't even have to know who you are. You get?
Yes.
Yeah, and I really guess like we need to have a support system for students, and like in terms of mental health on these social media platforms. Inshallah, maybe probably in the future, maybe we'll create an account or maybe do something about it, but it's one step ahead, inshallah. Sorry for interrupt.
It's okay. So, or if your school has a system where you can go talk to a counselor, please do so. Those people are there, they're getting paid to talk, to listen to you, to help you out. So okay, some of you pesa za bure, you think about the money. Basically, I usually say,
again,
think of the money they're taking and they're not helping you out.
Exactly. Wakumbuka tukiwa high school, like we had a guidance and counseling department headed by Madam Fadia. You remember?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Used to tell, so me, I used to go to Madam Fadia. Like, I used to go every now and then. I used to go to her, and we would sit down. I had a specific time, like Wednesday we had a double chemistry. So instead of going for break, I used to go for like to just talk to Madam Fadia, tell her that I was having this problem. How can she help me? How I'm just doing fine. Maybe I'm just like, just to sort of have someone senior to talk to, who is more experienced, who can actually give me the facts when I need them. Or no. So yeah, like utilizing this, they really help. Alhamdulillah. Maybe like I turned out okay. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And it doesn't have to be the guidance and counseling department. Any person in the administration that you feel like, I can talk to this one, as long as they're reliable and trustable. Don't just go to any lecturer or just go to any teacher. Don't know how they might use that information to their advantage. Human beings are cruel. So just go to this. If you know, I trust this, namtrust tu secretary tuseme, namjua vizuri, go to them. You don't have to go to the guidance and counseling department. Just anyone who's, hata kama ni mdogo wako, never underestimate. So hata kama ni mdogo wako, we ni 6th year, waona haya kwenda kwa 1st year, we ni form 4, waona haya kwenda kwa form 1. No, you never know how these people are going to help you. Just talking to them is enough. Or you can decide, kama waona it's too much. I think in Mombasa there's therapists, though I don't know, only know of one, but tafuta hizo numbers, call them. You can call with a private number kama utaki kujulikana. This you can just go anonymous. Again, it's anonymous. Being anonymous is the best thing, because unfortunately our society will stigmatize you, our society will pull you down, and itakuzidisha. And then that brings us to the point of, we need to educate the society that mental health is not a stain on this white kanzu they're having on. Mental health is something the society needs to understand, something our parents need to understand. Unajua ukimwambia mzazi, mimi nasikia ninachoka kwa sababu ya masomo, mzazi anakuambia mimi nilipokuwa skuli, wewe ulipokuwa skuli kama hizo. This is, we are the generation Z, they're the millennials. Whatever you had is yours, this is ours. So we also need to enlighten our community, enlighten our parents. So for the viewers, kaa chini na mamako, muulize, wajua depression ni nini? Then tell her this is depression, this and this and this happens to a person who is depressed, and this happened to me at this certain point in time. What do you think I should do? So, education, because Sheba, I think when you're in rurals, the first thing they tell you is community education, principles of community health, educating the community. So we need to educate the community on mental health. We need to educate ourselves. We need to educate our friends and tell them, haya basi, hivi na hivi na hivi. And if you find me this and this and this, for example, labda wajijua, when I'm depressed, this is what I do. So you tell your friend, if you find me at this stage, this is what you do to me. This is what you don't ask me. Because sasa utakwenda mtu atakuja akubwagie shida zake, then you're there like, cheer up, all is going to be well. When? There's also those phrases to avoid. So we need to learn, what do we avoid telling these people? What do we tell them? Mtu akikuja akwambie they are suicidal, how do you deal with them? You don't just tell them, yatapita. Yatapita. Siku ya pili, the person is gone. Yamepita, yes, but they're gone. So there's the way we need to learn. We still need to learn, because I feel different methods apply to different people. How I will help you, Sheba, is not how I will help myself. How you'll go out there help your classmates is not the same way I'm helping mine. So we need to learn how to be flexible, so that we can accommodate everyone, but at the same time there's uniqueness in how we're helping each other. So you come on your
nakufahamu vizuri. I'm even sure the viewers are even getting you better. Something I don't know, Salma, if you've exhausted your points that I can.
Yes, I have.
Mind kidogo? Naam?
No, you can continue.
Okay, so Mimi, what I was having two, one and then the best for the last. One is self-care. Like, I know this word is very, very used badly with just, I don't know, skincare routines. I don't know, so you pampering yourself. Like, we're Africans, for God's sake. Like, okay.
No, if it works for you, do it. If it works for you, do it. Come on, Mimi, I know if I sit down and pamper myself, I will feel better. At the end of the day, me looking good equals to me feeling good about myself.
Okay. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it has just, any self-care has gone down the path of just being reduced to skincare for some people. You get, Salma? Like,
yes,
you're supposed to take care of yourself. Mtu yafikiria skincare. This thing is so ruined. So Mimi, I want to tell the viewers that one of the ways you can deal with this mental downhills and itchiness and the loopholes is doing something, realizing that your life is every moment, your life is every second, your life is every minute, your life is every hour that you live in this world. So every single day matters, every single hour matters. And in a day, if not to the lateral hour, include something that is self-care for you. If it's talking to your friends, then do that. Like, we make sure kwa siku haijaisha, because you know what, you have a list of items. Like, do you watch Honest TikToks with Akina Alia, with Sumaya and Layinka? Do you watch them?
No, nakusikia sahi.
So Alia, like, I really love her. The way she says, she has a journal. She says that she writes down, like, for example, write. For example, she has a list of self-care items that she writes, that she loves doing, that are self-care for her. And every single day, she makes sure that she does at least one of them. And she even goes to the point of planning for every activity and a certain day. Unaona? Like, you just include in every single day kitu ya self-care. Like, if hata kama ni siku ya exam, go eat. Go talk to that friend. Do something that you love. It's a day. Hata kama ni exam day, it's still a day in your life. Your mental health is going to be there either exam iko, either exam hakuna. So every single day, and stop, like for the people, for the viewers, I know Salma, you understand this very well, but for the viewers, for anyone who is thinking about self-care as something very expensive, something very troublesome, something that needs careful plannings, no, it can be as little as just, you know, taking out a book and just writing down something you love. It can be watching a 10-minute video. It can be listening to your favorite artist. It can be listening to your favorite Quran reciter. It can be as little as taking a walk outside around your own building. Uende tu ukatembee peke yako bila simu bila nini, you just go and have a walk. It can be as simple as that. And then the best for the last, mimi naweza kwambia, Allah la yu'jizuhu shay, yani Mwenyezi Mungu hashindwi na lolote. Like prayer should be kwanza hapo kwa self care, mimi naona prayer should be on top of the list. Like prayer should be your absolute, like, yani hiyo routine yako ya self care should start with prayer. Like Mungu hashindwi. For the viewers who are Muslims, they must probably know the hadith about tahajjud. Wake up at night.
Yes.
Pray, because that is the meaning. Now, in my own opinion, it's for those who don't know about tahajjud, it's the night prayer that Muslims pray at night, in the middle of the night, like in the last third of the night. So because me naona it starts at that point, like, yani hiyo ndo bidaya, hiyo ndo mwanzo wa kila kitu. Like, how is your relationship between wewe na Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How is your relationship between you and God? Unaona, like,
Yeah.
because yani that is a place where you can find serenity, you can find happiness, you can find saada, sakina, tumanina, yani you can find absolute peace when your relationship with God is on the right track. So those were my 2 points. Salma, I guess you've exhausted everything else.
If I can add something,
Naam.
prayer should be your utmost important. It should be an important thing. It's a vital part of our lives.
Exactly.
And this doesn't just apply to us Muslims, but on non-Muslim counterparts. Kama waona things have gotten too much, pray, because all of us can pray at any time. Si lazima for Muslims wende utawadhi uanze kusujudu kuruku. No, just sit in a corner, pray, just ask God, oh God, I am going through this and this, just lighten my life, lighten this load that I'm having, and make it bearable. For the Muslims, tahajjud, yes, wallahi, if you pray tahajjud, personally, I had something that was bothering me sometime 2018. Someone just told me, pray tahajjud for just 3 days or just the 1 week. And Sheba, I'll tell you, right now, if someone comes to me and uses whatever thing I was going through that time as a weapon, as something to degrade me, that thing doesn't affect me. I can just look at them in their face and just laugh it off.
Yeah.
So the tahajjud will help you. Whether you're depressed today, you pray the tahajjud, then when you utajishanga, that was the trivial thing that was, it might have not been trivial, but ukisha swali, you feel like there's that strength you get.
Like
And then Muslim counterpart, pray.
Yeah.
Every single time before we get class, wewe omba Mungu.
Yeah.
Ukitoka class, omba Mungu. Katikati ya class ukiona hii content haiingii, omba Mungu. Haidandi. Just tell God, oh God, right now this brain of mine imekataa. Just fungua kidogo tu, at least nipate mawili matatu.
Exactly.
Ama waona hili jambo limenizidi, sina finance is an issue. Just pray. God will open doors for you that you didn't even expect.
Yeah.
So prayer. Hata ukianza pray, you won't need to do self-care, you won't need a therapist.
Yeah.
No, you have your one therapist, you have God. Just sit in a corner, katikati ya usiku, amka, usijione mwanga, we amka, hata usiwashe taa. Kaa, cry, tell God everything. So these people who usually say, I talk to God, they don't just talk in other tongues, or waanza to, oh God, Kiswahili in your own mother tongue, as if you're conversing. Act as if you're conversing. Even talking about your problem out loud, it's enough. and Mungu hamtupi mja wake.
Exactly.
If you do that, you'll always feel better at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So do that, make it like kuna watu wasema ile like a mantra or something. So instead of chanting the mantra, this activity, make it something you do every single day.
Yeah.
Another thing, you talked about journaling.
Yeah.
You will not improve your mental health if you do not know how often it comes, if you do not know when it hits you. So you don't have to have a fancy journal. Chukua kartasi, chora table, write the days of the week and the month. Then whenever you feel low, track it down. So track your feelings, track your moods.
Yeah.
You'll know, for ladies will know, napata, this is when I'm moody. I will understand this is due to my menses. Or higher, it's way from your cycle. Umpata mwanzo wa mwezi, your menses, then you start having your mood swings katikati ya mwezi. You're like, zatoka wapi? So try to track your moods. For the guys, pia track your moods, learn to know. And once you track your moods, right, this is what I was doing as this thing came on to me. You'll get to see a pattern.
Yeah,
You'll get to know, nikifanya hivi, hivi, nikifanya hivi, this happens. Nikifanya hivi, this happens. For the workload, jamanini, tusomeni na mapema. Tusomeni na mapema. Reduce your workload. Usiseme, semester ndo yaanza na relax. No. You'll cry at the end of the semester.
Absolutely. So, wallahi, thank you so much, Salma, for actually mentioning the workload, because we mentioned at the beginning that it was one of the major stressors, major causes of mental downhills. And again, like the way Salma said it, small efforts go a very long way. Usingoje siku ya mtihani ama 2 weeks to exam. That is, you're inflicting that on yourself. Mimi, to be honest, I'm not playing a blame game hapa, but for the viewers who are watching, tafadhali, don't set yourself up for failure. Don't set yourself up for mental anxieties. Don't set yourself up for panic attacks. You know yourself. Unajijua that this is probably, if you're watching this video up to this point, you've probably had one of these experiences. Now, unajua what happens when I do ABCD. So make sure you plan in advance, plan out your day. If you need help, Mimi niko, Salma yuko, you have your friends, you have people around you, we can talk to you, we can help you out with this type of thing. Sawa, like plan in advance and then act. Soma kidogo kidogo, hata kama ni kila siku soma kidogo kidogo. Mimi high school, we had a really highly performing student, mashallah, Mwenyezi Mungu amzidishie, yani alikuwa anambia hata kama ni 1 hour yatosha, as long as it's done every single day. It doesn't hurt kabisa. Wewe unaifanya 1 hour kila siku for 7 days ni khairi kuliko yule mtu anayesoma 2 hours maybe for 2 days peke yake. You're totally good. Unaona? Ama yule mtu anayesoma weekend mpaka weekend, you are better off because wewe hauna stress ya kuwa lazima I cover this material in this amount of time. No. Wewe waenda kwa pesi yako. Yes, sawa, maybe they might cover the material in that time, lakini he's under silent pressure of himself, ama maybe the required deadlines, kwamba I have to meet this by Monday, I have to have force, lazima nimesoma hizi. But then wewe waenda na pesi yako, like do it at your own pace. Like, so another thing, maybe just my own, nasema kila saa point yangu wa mwisho, Salma Asif, but it's do everything at your own pace. Comparing yourself, comparing your mental status, comparing your mental health na mtu mwingine is just the perfect recipe to set yourself up for failure. Just the perfect. Yani mimi nasema there's no other perfect thing that can lead you down that path kama comparing yourself. Kuna ile idea ya fake it till you make it. If you're feeling bad, accept the fact that you're not okay. Don't try to feel as per everybody else, because some of them are just pretending. Like ama Salma anadanganya. Like
it's true.
It's so out there, like people just pretend. Like, go at your own pace, do things at your own energy. Ukiona mimi hapa bas, don't feel inadequate kwamba mimi labda pengine watu wakaa, like for example Salma, for example you might see that kuna students mashallah they can stay in the hospital mpaka saa 2 usiku, mpaka saa 3, mpaka saa 12. Then there is us, kuna sisi, unaona kuna sisi wenye ikifika saa 11 bifadhlillah, yani tusha attend mashallah, alhamdulillah, tumekuwa hospitali kuanzia usubuhi, lakini ikifika saa 11 akili zetu tatir, yani zishafika Mombasa wengine, ushaona. That is my own
Yes.
pace, that is my own energy, mimi akili yangu imenifikisha hapo, ushaona. That is my own pace.
Yes.
Lakini najua kwamba mimi hii 8 to 5 yangu I can do it the entire year na sitochoka, kuliko mtu ambaye I'm comparing myself with, for example, ni leo tu ameshikwa na motivation ya kubaki mpaka saa 3, mimi nikaona I take that nikampicture na hiyo story, bas khalas, mimi nikimuona naona tu 8 to 9 pm in the evening. Hatutasaidiana. Go at your own pace, stop comparing yourself to other people. Wewe story yako ni tofauti na mtu mwingine, so it's going to be difficult for you, maybe
Yes.
it's going to be difficult for you, maybe it's going to be easy, so don't put yourself in other people's shoes, na go at your own pace. Lakini the workload, watu waanze kusoma mapema, Salma, ama vipi?
It's true. Sheba, there's something we've forgotten.
Naam.
And it's unfortunate that we did.
Naam.
Let us live within our own means.
Kuna masufuria huko kidogo. Naam.
Let us live within our own means. Mambo ya kuishi maisha huyawezi, tafadhalini. Viewers.
Naam.
Sheba, if you remember, I don't know if you had seen those memes around, when was it, the exam? I think around February, March happened. I remember our pharmacology teacher came up and he was asking us, is it true that campus students sleeping hungry? Because there are those memes going around. We had memes wala mapanya. So there are memes, yes. But you know, in these memes, university life, followed a post in them. So viewers, please live within your means. Kama wewe weza kula sima na skuma, kula. Mambo ya kutafuta chips nini, utaishiwa na pesa katikati ya semester, uanze sasa kufikiria natoa wapi.
Kweli.
Where am I getting that money? Wewe wakula chapati madondo, kula. Whoever is going to KFC every day, they have the means. Wewe maskini kule, babako na mamako waumika, uenda shambani, they giving you the little money. Live within your means. Huna haja kuimpress sijui, you want to impress Shiko, you want to impress Sahali out there, you want to impress Salma. Salma doesn't want to be impressed. Salma is not interested. Because basically, another thing in school is these relationships. Wewe waenda Sheba namuona mwenye amevaa suti na viatu sijui kununua pesa ngapi, wamuuliza unatoa wapi pesa, nkopa. Mwenyewe hana. Ankuja amuimpress Salma. Salma is not even, they're in different chapters of the book. Salma does not care. So tusijitakie pia sometimes. Live within your means. Wewe unkuja peke yako, maliza peke yako. Not that you live alone, no, interact with others, but always remember the back of your mind is you will leave that institution alone. Kama ni kufanya peke yako, kama ni kuumika na mental health, utaumika peke yako.
Exactly.
No one else is going to be with you. So live within your means, choose your people wisely. Sheba has instead workload, anza kusoma na mapema, and I will put that in mind. Maybe anza kusoma na mapema, because Sheba knows how many times I've complained to him whose workload.
Yeah, Salma is not lying.
So please, and if anyone has anything, Sheba, you'll put my Instagram handle. You can put my Instagram handle or my email.
Sure.
We can still talk. And this time, I feel like Sheba, we've talked about school and mental health, but there's a wide range. So we can make this a series or something. You can have other people coming up with other topics.
Inshallah.
Please take care of your mental health. Nikubaya.
Yeah, ni kubaya for real. Kubaya for real. So Salma, that's really amazing. Thank you so much. I really love the fact that you've suggested we make this a series, because it was something that I was almost saying, but then I wanted to push you enough for it to come out of your mouth. But alhamdulillah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time, Salma. Thank you so much. And for the viewers, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening up to this point. If you're struggling with mental health issues, see ubaya. It's not something to shy away from. We are all humans. Na mimi naweza kwambia there is a larger percentage of people faking it and larger percentage of people in denial than you who is actually trying to seek help, you who is trying to better your health. At the end of the day, kumbuka, it's your own mental health, ni yako, and people are there for you. People are willing to help you. People are Salma, you don't even know Salma, for God's sake, but she has offered herself. Her Instagram account is going to be in the description, inshallah. Her email, bi'idhnillah, also is going to be in the description. She is there for you. Hata hujawahi kumuona, hujawahi, humjui Salma nani, just for the mere fact unajua ni rafiki yake Sheba, and she's a clinical medicine student. Khalas, what else do you know about Salma? You don't even know about her age. So inshallah, like, people are there, usione watu hawako. There are so many ideas that have been shared in the video, and inshallah, narju, we hope that this has been a helpful episode, and inshallah, like Salma suggested, this bi'idhnillah tabaraka wa ta'ala, it's going to be a series, probably tutaipatia jina mental health with Salma and Sheba, blah blah blah. Inshallah tutajua in the future, lakini inshallah, I really hope that you guys have benefited from this video. And if Salma doesn't have anything else to say,
Okay, so what I have to say is just let's take care of ourselves,
let's take care of
because there
ourselves.
is this aspect. Your body is a temple.
Yeah, yeah,
Take good care of it.
yeah.
Productivity is dependent on your mental health.
Mhm.
So a good mental health, better productivity. So
Yeah.
let's try to achieve that.
Mhm.
And we just try to understand each other and help each other out.
Inshallah.
Communicate. Communication is key to everyone.
Yeah, very important. Yeah, so with that note, mimi hata siengezi neno lolote. That is going to be the end of this video, inshallah. So if you're interested in more of these talks, let us know in the description down below. I really hope episode 2 was a life-changing episode to many of you. And thank you again, Salma, for having the time to show up and share with our viewers whatever you had shared. Thank you so, so much. And yeah, so guys, this is the end of the video, and probably don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, comment. Nimekwambia hapo kwa comments, there's no limit. You can comment the entire world if you want. So yeah, so that's it, you guys, for episode 2. I'll probably see you in episode 3, inshallah. The message is take care of yourself. Salma Jeneby. Haya, ma'assalam.
Thank you. Ma salama.